everybody. I finally wore my white shirt so we can show 2 black pugs. And then I realized they're going to blend right into my black pants. But if we can just get them to sit here for a second and do something, maybe we can have an opening that's new and fresh. Oh, they're going to fight. How awesome is that? This will be the opening. 2 pugs fighting that you can barely see on my pants. So everybody, welcome to this week's video. There are some good books out this week. Of course, we've got hot sauce. And of course, we're going to start with some words of wisdom from Picard. Let's see what today holds. The quest for youth, number 1. So futile. Oh, it's not number 1. I'm sorry. Try that again. The quest for youth, number 1. So futile. Age and wisdom have their graces too. Too short a season. Star Trek: The Next Generation, Season 1, Episode 16. See there? See what I did? The quest for youth. I thought, oh, number 1. What's the quest for youth? But no, he was talking to Riker, number 1. That just butchered that. But I'm sure it was still filled with wisdom. This week's hot sauce is Jazzy's. And the reason I'm picking Jazzy's is because I ran into her down at the farmer's market in Midtown last Saturday, which you can find her at every Saturday. And she has a new sauce that I don't have on the shelf. So what I need is all of us to finish this off. I took one of each home myself. Finish off what I have so I can get a new reorder and we can get the new mustard hot sauce that she has. So when you're in, pick up a Jazzy's. Help me get through this so we can get something fresh from her. This week's top 3. Another giant size, and it's the Age of Apocalypse. What a fun era. So many different takes on characters, and the giant size is delving into that this week with a one-shot. Ultimate Spider-Man, Harry and Pete reunite, and there's some other stuff. I can't give it away. It's just such a good book. You've just got, I know a lot of you are reading trades. I'm ahead. I've already read it. I can't say anything, but the one I've been waiting for the most, and I've been waiting a while for this. Get away from my tea. Is the new history of the DC universe. Now, what is the new history of the DC universe? Well, first, let me give you a little backstory on this. Back when Crisis happened, prior to Crisis, DC was a mess. Their stories didn't have any continuity. It was all over the board. Crisis happened. Marv Wolfman and George Perez showed that there was a multiverse, and there was an event happening. And if you haven't read Crisis, you need to pick it up. I probably don't need to explain this to anyone. But events happening, destroying the multiverse, bringing it down to one world where everything was different. And what happened after that is DC started over with all their number 1s. And this is mid-'80s, by the way. And it was everything was gone. The entire multiverse was gone. There was one Earth, and it was all going to be continuity from this point forward. Well, what Mark Wolfman and George Perez did is they did a 3-issue miniseries where they started at the very beginning of creation, up through Atlantis, into ancient times on Earth, showing any property that DC had, including the cowboy stuff, into the 1900s, all the way leading up to current day, and even into the future, showing what the actual history of the DC universe was. Now, in 2011, roughly, I think it was 2011, Rebirth happened. No, not Rebirth. You know what I mean? God, New 52. And it was essentially the same thing. It was a whole new Earth, a fresh start, and we're a little late with 14 years having gone by, but this is now the official history of the DC universe written by Mark Waid. Anyone reading a DC book should pick this thing up. I am so excited for this thing, and I'll show you what it's like. It's like not even necessarily comic format. It is a literal history of every single thing that has happened. So, and if you wanted to see what the original was, they are now have this available in a hardcover that shows you what the original history was, and they're mimicking it because it's exactly the same thing as it goes through the ages. Man, I must be excited about this because I think I talked about that as much as I normally make an entire video. So we should probably get to the books. Sonic X DC, Justice League. They just finished a crossover with World's Finest. It's a beautiful Scarlet Witch and Vision cover. Love it or hate it. Martian Manhunter, absolute. People are raving about this, and some people just don't like it, but it's doing very, very well. And I think Absolute Wonder Woman might have taken my top spot for all of the Absolute titles after the last few issues. Wolverine and Kitty Pryde. Oh, I picked the wrong cover for myself. There's an Amanda Conner cover. Why would I not pick the Amanda Conner cover? I would be stupid not to pick the Amanda Conner cover. X-Men's out. Thing versus Bullseye. Superior Avengers, a One World Under Doom crossover. Spider-Man and Wolverine. Predator and Spider-Man. Spidey's getting around. Miles Morales and nobody. Hulk reading a comic. Why not? Deadpool. This must be an anniversary issue because it's number 15, but it is huge. Number 350 if they added every single book that was called Deadpool. Issue 350 for Deadpool. A reprint of a classic Uncanny X-Men story. We're taking everyone with us. VR Troopers, not quite as beloved as Power Rangers, but I know a lot of you are really into this as well. So make sure you take a peek at that. Ultra Mega finally back after a huge hiatus. Another one that's been gone a long time. Undiscovered Country, Mega Man. Oh my God, all of these last ones have been gone a long time. Taking the cake here. Lazarus is back for, I believe, its final arc. In fact, it's been gone so long, and it's taken Rucka so long to get this final arc out that I'm going to get the issues, but then I'm not going to read it until I can read everything again because I cannot remember what was happening. But I'm still excited. Thank you very much, everybody. Make sure you say hi to the pugs when you come in. October 18th, mark your calendar. It's Creative Women Minicon. And, of course, go to bencschwartz.substack.com for some of my comic creations. And, of course, pick up some Jazzy Sauce while you're in the shop.